So the pedals go here. Give a little space, some adjustability. Added 4 little slots for the wheels. A bit tricky to see, but now that all the holes are cut, just going to sand it a little bit. Just wrap some sandpaper on a little square piece of wood, just to make sure there's no burrs and make it nice and clean. This also gives you a chance to make the holes exactly the right size, so there's no play. So sand a little bit, go test it, sand it, go test it, back and forth. So if you didn't know, you could just take the wheel off your chair, just so it makes it so much easier just to see if the holes are the right size. Orientate them the correct way. Mine are facing inwards, so both would be facing inwards, and you can just check if it's the right fit. Mine are a bit too tight at the moment because you want the wheel to sink in quite a bit, so if you do it from the bottom, actually you'll see you want it to protrude just a fraction, so that way you know it's fully seated inside and there's no wiggle room. But if you notice that these are rounded shape, the wheels have a little profile. So in essence, you just need to take a tiny bit off the middle, on each side a little bit, and then that would, once you roll the wheel in, that would be a snug fit. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. Once the sanding is done, I'm going to use a router. This is all purely just cosmetic. I'm just going to add a little chamfer around the whole set, just so that way I don't jam my feet in it. It's just purely aesthetics, and doesn't have to be done, but I have a router, so I might as well do it. all the holes have been whitened up a little bit, so everything fits in nice and snug. The wheel is nice and snug and doesn't have movement, lateral movement, which is how the wheels are going to stay locked in place. I've rounded all the corners with my router, and now I just need to sand a little bit to get rid of all these sharp edges. I already have some mounting holes where the pedals are going to mount to this little piece of plywood. So the pedals are going to mount to here, and then I'll mount this whole thing from the bottom up. There it's a nice solid fix. I'll countersink the screw so it doesn't scratch the floor. So I'll just drill the holes for that now. I need to drill them from the top because I already had, on my prototype version, already had some holes drilled, so I'll drill those all the way through, then countersink them from the bottom and screw them from the bottom. If you can put the head of the screw inside the hole, and you can see it is inside, then it's countersink enough to nice and countersunk, so nothing is sticking out. This is also going to have a little material. So I'm going to put this anti-slip mat that you get. It's like for the kitchen drawers, I guess, or to put cups on top. I'll just put this here and glue it on. And that way this isn't going to scratch the floor, the wheels aren't going to be scratching the floor. I'll eventually cut a line here so that I can hold this underneath, and that way storage is going to just take up pretty much the pedal base size plus a tiny little margin. Nice and compact underneath the desk. Wheels go in, solid connection, good to go. Let me assemble the rest. I also bought the this Ethernet extender. Just makes it easier to get the pedal base in and out, because once you have this flush, so it's upside down, once you have flush, it gets really hard to reach those ports. So I have it sitting in here. I'll just have this wrapped once, sitting in here, something like that. So, and it just makes it easier to get things in and out. Because I'll just fix this down with some cable ties and a screw, 2 screws, and you can just plug it in.